Hey, today I'd like to make a video about Sidney. What makes Sidney, Ohio? And I'm going to show you a few of these things that really makes this community come together. The first thing you would notice about Sidney is this giant bridge. And that's like the biggest architectural thing there is in Sidney to look at. So if you see a big bridge, you're going to automatically know you're in Sidney. The one highlight, my favorite thing about this Sidney is this Graceland Cemetery. What I don't understand is you gotta drive a ways into this cemetery before you get to the most beautiful trail that you can see in Sidney. It's obviously called the Feeder Canal Trail, which is underneath the big sign. And honestly, my opinion, they should have the Feeder Canal Trail bigger sign than what the Graceland Cemetery is, because they already have Graceland Cemetery like plastered all over this thing. This cemetery is only like 400 feet from Roadside Park, which I'll tell you about in a bit. One of the most excellent parts about Sidney here is the fact that this park that's literally called Roadside Playground, which is near one of the most busiest roads in Sidney. And if that doesn't make you feel comfortable that they took the time to make the park called Roadside Park instead of something fancy, you know, they went ahead and placed the Roadside Park. Literally, there's a little creek there, and it's like literally right across the street from the creek. And you can just go visit jail people there, you can talk to the sheriffs, and you know, there's a dog pound right beside that too. One more thing to know about this park, it's like right beside a high-flowing river. So you got that to think about while your kids are now playing in a nice playground near a major road, right next to a prison, near major water. It's amazing how everything that I want to talk about is in this little square of danger. Little square of weird and danger. And I guess you can call it the police is there, so that's safety. But this is bridge closed. This bridge has been closed for as far as I can remember. Even though they got these giant bars across here and nice pathway across, no one is allowed across. It's been like this way for years. It beats me to know why it's here, and if this lovely sign shows you any respect that people have for it, I don't know what does. Alright, I hear you. You're like,
Matt, I know Sidney. I know everywhere in Sidney. But where do I take a date on Sidney? Where do I take her? Where do I show her a good time? Well, I'll tell you where.
this is the first thing that you do. You go to this Walmart here. You go all the way to the back of this. Come over here into this corner right here. They say you see more true love in an airport than you do a wedding ceremony. Well, I see more true love here than I have anywhere in Sidney. And if you're looking for a good date, I highly advise this spot. Here at Wagner Glade in Tooele Park, and if you ask anybody in Sidney where Wagner Glade is, they'll probably answer you, no, I've never heard of that. I'm gonna take a few minutes to talk about Tooele Park and all it has to offer. It's actually a pretty big park. There was once a train track that went all the way through this park, but they decided to move the train track around. So it left with this beautiful piece of land straight through. You can drive right where the train track was, and it goes straight through the park. It's about 3 miles long. It's full of play sets and picnic spots to go fishing. It's got multiple creeks. It's extremely safe for kids, other than the Roadside Park that I talked about earlier. In these next few clips, I'll show you why Tooele Park is the best park in Ohio. This is Big Rock. The name may surprise you of why this is here. When you think of Big Rock, what do you think? you think big rock, right? But why is this rock in a park? Why do they have signs pointed towards this big rock? Because this whole place is flat. Ohio's flat. And if you want to see a rock, you come to Sidney Park and you find a big rock. Why is this rock here? Probably a good reason. There's probably a good reason why this rock's here. And this part of Ohio, there's not many rocks that kind of look like this. So if you're a person that gets fascinated over big rocks, come to Sidney Park. It's perfect for you. I mean, it's only got one, like literally one big rock, and that's it. There's no medium rock, there's no little rock. You go to Little Rock, Ohio for that. We got big rock. It's this big! And if you think it can't get any better than this, just wait. This is Sidney Park's covered bridge. If you've ever gotten photos taken professionally, you've got them taken here at the covered bridge. The bridge gets damaged regularly due to disasters and teenagers drunk driving, so you'll commonly see things broken on the bridge. But if you're here for those good quality photogenic country Ohio pictures, this is the place to go. If you've never been in a creek, then this is the place for you, because this is probably the safest place that you can learn what a creek is and its dangers and still be safe while doing it. Here during part of the river, it dissipates into a very flat spot, which makes it very safe for your kids to run around and play with and whatever they want to do in the water. Outside this area though, it begins to get very dangerous. If you were to let your kids run around here for a few hours, that'd be pretty decent. Here at the Sidney Pool now, this is one of the better pools in the area, actually, believe it or not. It's got the twisty slide. There, it's got one of the higher dives for like professional. I'll say minor professional, not exactly professional, but it's got one of the higher dives in the area and actually makes it one of the most enjoyable swimming pools in the whole area. So you keep asking me,
Matt, where do I get some food? What's the best place to eat in Sydney?
well, if you're looking for taste, now I'll show you the one place that has the best tasting food in Sydney. And believe it or not, it's at the Sunoco, right beside the interstate. It's got these giant beef jerky slabs, like this big. And I'll show a video of it because I was gonna take a video, but if I ate it by the time I got here. $2.69 for one slab of beef jerky. And I tell you, the best jerky you'll ever have. It's homemade. It's not like a processed one. They got like 3 different flavors: teriyaki, pepper, and something else. If you're looking for decent food, go there. If you really are looking for a place to eat, there's this place right here. It's called The Bridge. It's actually the fanciest restaurant we have in Sydney to offer. Good food. Be prepared to pay for it though, because it's one of those, comes with a price. And I haven't actually eaten there, but I've heard highly and many compliments off this place. And right now the wind blowing over here, I can smell the steak. It's wood fired. Sponsor me. Good place. What's the one thing that Sydney has that not many other towns have? I'll tell you that. It's a freaking Apache helicopter. You can like go up and touch it. If anybody has ever asked you if you've ever been in an Apache helicopter, you can just say yes. Those things pretty cool, like you. And there's a drive-in right here. Just smashed up my finger, so I'm gonna keep this short. Farm stand pizza here. Totally not sponsored, so it should sponsor. What they do is have a whole pizza and they'll fold it in half and then deep fry that whole pizza for you. It's only about like $5.99. Awesome deal. That wraps it up for this. If you guys have any suggestions or if you want to see more of this, or what you want to see more of, send me a message or leave a comment. I'm like dying to know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep it real.